What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider, coming to you with a new, excited legal tampering period video. You're probably going to get a bunch of videos in the next day of me just segmenting out each and every free agent signing or whatever we're doing, and you guys are going to get my opinion. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider donating, become a member of this channel. If you should, please, to buy me some tacos to get me excited to do more videos like this and go live in the coming days. I have a lot of computer problems and my health ain't the best. But hey, we're here. And speaking of health, the Raiders got healthier at the defensive tackle position. Who am I talking about? C-Dub. Christian Wilkins. That's right, the Miami Dolphins standout that was drafted like in 2019. The defensive tackle, which we all need, is now becoming a Raider. That's right. Let's talk about it. Let's get all of our perspectives and mine out of the way. First off, I was watching Hard Knocks this entire season with the Miami Dolphins, and Christian Wilkins is a good human being. He's an empathetic man. He's got a lot of bravado, a lot of swag, a lot of empathy, a lot of love, a lot of respect. And he builds duos and combinations with his players, and they become like brothers, identical brothers. And I saw that with him in the Dolphins. But when he got on the field, he brought out the strength. He brought out the power. He brought out that tiger spirit, that Max Crosby little ass boy type mentality. That's what Christian Wilkins did when he was on the field. But it was a contract year. And he had like 9 sacks last year when he averages 2. But the last couple of years in terms of solo tackles or whatever, he's had like over 70. Is he on the decline? Is he getting older? Everybody is. Father Time is undefeated. But now let's talk about, we needed a defensive tackle. We lost Bilal Nichols as well. I forgot where he's going, maybe the Commanders or somebody. Or that might be Jermaine Illuminor. I'm not exactly sure, but we lost a bunch of players. Talk about that in another video. We needed a defensive tackle, especially with whatever happened to, CTE Jones over there. CTE Jones was getting like 16, 17 million a year. I might be wrong. I don't know. We're probably still paying him this year. I got to go look into those details in another video. But CTE Jones is no longer a part of the Raiders. And they had to bring in or move the rookie that we drafted. And forgive me, my mind is really weird today. So much information, I can't remember the names. But our drafted rookie that we got at the drafted defensive edge rusher position didn't really pan out that well. So they moved him to the defensive tackle position, and he started making a few plays, and he started doing something decent in replacement of CTE Jones. And but we all knew that we needed a defensive tackle. That was one of the sore spots in our lineup. And now the Raiders went out and got Christian Wilkins. All right. The Raiders started the day off, well, not the day off, but this free agency with technically $45 million, but you add the 20-something million from Garoppolo, brings us to around $65 million in total cap space. Again, the numbers are going to change daily with more information, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. Like I said, Mikey Raider. Mikey Raider. That was weird. All right, but Christian Wilkins has signed with the Raiders. And again, if the numbers are changing, the information is changing, forgive me. I don't have it all in front of me. But he's getting signed on I believe it is a 4-year deal for $110 million. And that's an average of like 27 per year, or 27 and a half, somewhere around those lines. And apparently he's getting $85 million guaranteed. Woo! Good Lord. Is he worth that for 9 sacks? At the defensive tackle position? Maybe. Sounds like, in my opinion, and I haven't done the research, he might be one of the highest paid defensive linemen in the league. Might be. At $27.5 million. Did we pay too much? We probably did. We probably did. Doesn't mean I don't want him a part of the team. Doesn't mean I don't think he can help us, because he truly can. But that's a lot of damn money, y'all. For a 7th-year vet, hopefully he's reaching his prime. You know, those last 7th year, 8th year, 9th year. Sometimes those are the prime years for players. Then around 10 years, they're like, I'm out of the league. I did so much. You know, just for example, like Aaron Donald, in his like 6th or 7th year, those were like his prime years. I think they went to the Super Bowl and all that. Now he's like on his 9th year, and he's typically a little bit on the decline, but that's Aaron Donald. But still, I like this pick. I just don't know if $27.5 million or $85 million guaranteed is too much. You know, we could have got a second player that might produce as much as Christian Wilkins for that value. We could have got 2 players, and one of those players, statistically wise in free agency, could have possibly produced as much as Christian Wilkins. Look at his stats. They're not the greatest. They're not the best. They're not Aaron Donald standards from his prime years, but last year was a contract year for Christian Wilkins. And whenever players are in a contract year or they're motivated to get a final contract and get some money, they play better. They juice, orange juice. You know, they make sure it happens and they get their money. I mean, just look at Josh Jacobs and some other players. In contract years, they seem to ball out. And then they always get an over-expended offer from somebody, you know, to really pull them away from Miami. Maybe Miami was offering 18, 19, 20 million. Maybe another team was offering 21, 22. The Raiders are like 27.5, 85 guaranteed, 110 million. We're gamblers. We're in Sin City. We're in Vegas, baby. Come on, Christian Wilkinson. Or Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins. I don't know. But, man, that contract is huge. And for that contract, I want Aaron Donald in his prime. You know? Like, that's how I feel. I don't ever remember Christian Wilkins being that high up on the scope, as he averaged is 2 sacks a year and like 65 tackles a year. You know, if you think about it, in like 18 games, what is that, six a game? 7 a game? Maybe? I don't know. I just don't remember Christian Wilkins always being the top 2 or 3 at the defensive tackle position. But he's sure being paid by it by the Raiders. But that being said, I've already told you my issues with that, and I can't do nothing about it. The Raiders are going to Raider. You know, there is a part of our legacy where we signed older veterans. They either have a comeback year, a better career after, or they just become bust. But, you know, hey, it's a new culture for the Raiders. We're doing some awesome things. I'm excited. We got a new foundation, new coaches, new schemes. Minshew mania coming to the team. So let's have another Christian on this team. I'm not talking about Derek Carr. Let's have Christian Wilkins on this team. I like the guy. He's going to sit alongside Max Crosby. And I call them the Yin-Yang brothers. If you guys want to take this nickname and run with it, I'd appreciate it. But I call them the Yin-Yang brothers. Why do I call them the Yin-Yang brothers? Because Max Crosby is passionate, talkative. He's a trash talker. You know, he needs to get his excitement up. You know, he smokes cigars. He does a lot of wild stuff like a Raider lore. Then we got Christian Wilkins, empathetic, humble, simple man with a lot of passion that gets excited and will bail his brothers out when they need it, help them out, and be there for them at any situation. And he's a good locker room presence full of humility, empathy, love, and respect. And I'm not saying Max Crosby is not any of those things. I'm just saying publicly they are yin and yang. Yin and yang. And you need to have yin and yang for balance. So the Raiders got balance on their defensive line, and I call them the Yin-Yang brothers. Somebody needs to make a song out of it. Yin-Yang. Yin-Yang. It's the Raiders defensive line gang. Yin-Yang. Yin-Yang. It's the Raiders defensive line gang. We got Christian Wilkins in the side. Max Crosby doing it all night. Got the little last man doing the stand because it's Raider Nation unite. Yin-Yang. Yin-Yang. It's the Raider defensive gang. Yin-Yang. Yin. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that. If you guys want to see more, let me know. We'll do a rap session one day. I'll just get on here and rap. But there it is, man. The Raiders are making some free agency moves in the legal tampering period that are interesting. We're also losing a bunch of players. So my overall excitement for the Christian Wilkins becoming a Raider is 100%. And I'm not talking value of contracts. I'm not going to deal with money. I think the Raiders, many of us think they should sell the farm to get a quarterback and move up in the draft, sell all our draft picks. Well, you know what? The Raiders are in win now mode, and they're willing to spend a bunch of money to get coveted key positions in free agency. They were willing to spend $27 million, 85 guaranteed, 110 over 4 years to Christian Wilkinson. But then I start thinking, man, we could have had a little bit of extra money for Josh Jacobs. People that were already a part of the Raider way. I don't know. That's a story for another day. I'm Mikey Raider, guys. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, stay Raider, and you know what to do. Hit that like, that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Let me know your thoughts about Christian Wilkinson down below. Do you approve? Do you deny? Are you excited? Or what else could we have gotten? And how would you have run the team as a Raider general manager? Because that's what we are. We're all Raider general managers in our own mind. And we could always do better than those talking heads. But for now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want no more negativity. This is a great move. No more divide in Raider Nation. This is going to work out. And we need to support this new Raider regime as best as possible and give them a little bit less hatred than the previous regimes. Why? Because it is a new day and we do have the new Raider way. Yin-Yang. Yin-Yang. It's the Raider defensive line gang.